Welcome to the Defenders Podcast, Christian Apologetics. But today we're actually going to talk about worship and how everything is created to worship. Because in the Psalms, chapter 148, David states exactly that God created everything to worship him. He lists the things in the heavens, such as the moon and the stars and the sun. Then he goes on to list the deep sea creatures and then the creepy crawly things and even land animals. And then his last thing he talks about is humans. So hypothetically speaking, what if somebody took everything that was in that chapter, pulled it out, got the sound effects, and then created a worship song? Well, that's exactly what I did. It's actually a project I've been working on for a couple years, and I finally finished it up. I'm not a music producer. In fact, I have no musical talent, but I wanted to try it out. So what we did is we took a bass line, and we got that from the Kepler star, and this is what that sounds like. And then as kind of a constant, I used the rainstorm, so you'll hear that throughout the whole song. And then I took some radio waves from the atmosphere that sound like this. And then of course you got your land animals, and there's many of them in this song. I have an elephant, tiger, wolf. But just to give you kind of an idea, here's what a rattlesnake sounds like. And then the koala bear. And then David moves on to the deep sea creatures. And here's just an example of what a whale sounds like. And then he goes on to mention humans. And I took Be Lifted High, it's a worship song, and implemented that in there.
Be lifted high, be lifted high.
So what you're going to hear is a bunch of these sound effects. Obviously, I didn't give you an example of all of them because that would take a million years. But listen for those different types of animals, the sea creatures, the stuff in space. A lot of the whistling sounds that you'll hear, that comes from just different radio waves. And with all that in mind, I kind of titled this song Created to Worship, and I hope that you find it enjoyable. So here you go.
Free glory.